Welcome back Pokefans to Pokémon Shining Pearl walkthrough post game. I think this is going to be part 32. Anyway, last time we had completed and became the champion of this game. This time, as you remember, we are starting from our house. So my goal for today is actually to complete the Sinnoh POKEDEX and get a national POKEDEX from Professor Rowan. I think we do have a few Pokemons left to catch, as well as a few other post-game things that we can do. For example, we can catch Garatina now. We have Route 224 to go through. We have the Old Chateau as well as the guy in Lake Valor front, etc. As you can see, we have around 4 Pokemons in the end of this Pokédex where we actually need to catch them. I think those 4 Pokemons are actually going to be Dialga as well as the 3 legendary Pokemons Misprit, Uxie and Azith. So let me go ahead and close this Pokédex and we can actually go down and actually talk to our mom. We are seeing her after a long time. Dash, Berry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snow Point City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Anyway, how is it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along? Well, just like Berry said, we do need to go to Snow Point City and actually go through the ferry that we had actually seen the other day. But before that, I do want to go ahead and complete my Pokédex. So let me first of all just go ahead and talk to Berry's mom before we go to Lake Verity and try to catch the Pokemon Misprit. Alright, I think he is also going to be going to the Snow Point City itself, but I won't be doing that today, so let me go ahead. Now before I go to Lake Verity, I actually don't have any Pokeballs or other healing items, so let me just go ahead and actually get them from the Pokemon League and we can move on. Alright, so I've gone ahead and bought a few quick balls, ultra balls as well as timer balls. We are going to be catching a lot of legendary Pokemons today, so I do want to have as much as possible. The very first thing to do is just swim out right here and go into the cave. And we should be able to see Misprit waiting for us over there. Now, before I go forward, I do want to actually save my game, just in case I'm not able to catch it in this turn. Also, let me go ahead and switch out my Houndoom in the beginning of my team, as it would be actually helping me with the Misprit, as Misprit is a psychic type Pokemon. Alright, let me go ahead and save my game again and we can actually go ahead and talk to it. The overworld sprite for this Pokemon looks really cool. I mean the reflection in the water as well as the design. Now Misprit will actually be flying away. It's gonna be one of those roaming Pokemons that we have to catch. And here is Professor Rowan. Dash, that was Misprit, wasn't it? You have accomplished what I have asked you to do at Canalive Rippery. I've asked you to get data on the Pokemon of the lake, and you did. But it doesn't provide any answers about the mysteries of evolution. I still don't know why some Pokemon evolve and others don't. Ultimately, it only deepened the mystery. But having mysteries to solve, that adds to my enjoyment. Dash, why don't you chase after Misprit? To me, it seemed as if it wanted to play with you. If you were to use the mapping app on your Pokach, you will be able to track the movements of the Pokemon. Go on, Dash. I'm sure that you will keep meeting countless Pokemons and people. Those encounters will keep thrilling you in their own special way. I hope you'll enjoy that experience. Take care, Dash. Alright, so just like he said, we have to actually go ahead and find out where Misprit is. It will be actually changing its positions and actually moving each time you go to a particular location. I would suggest that it is best to do is just stick to a location like maybe Floroma town and just go forward and backward until it comes to the position where you're in. Currently you can see it's in one of the routes but if I do try to go over there, it will actually move its positions. So let me do one thing. I will just go ahead and actually go to Floroma town, as that's what I found it's much easier. Alright, so I forgot to mention this, but I did go ahead and buy a lot of super repels. Well, my strategy is to just run around back and forth between the Valley Windworks as well as Route 215. Route 205. Until the Pokemon actually spawns in one of the route I'm actually in, and I'll see you guys soon. Cool, it took some time for me to actually find it in the same route as mine. Now that it is in the same route as the Valley Windworks, let me just go ahead and save my game. And I've also gone ahead and kept my Ponsorisu in the beginning, as it has Thunder Wave. I do want to paralyze it before it actually flees. Alright, so here is Misprit. All I'm hoping is I will be able to paralyze it at this position. Let me see. And it did avoid the attack. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Now I did run around for a little while, and I was able to actually encounter it in the same route again. Let me go ahead and try this time. I'm hoping I will be able to hit a paralyze on this Misprit, and we can go from there. I do want to actually try and see if any of my Pokemons do have a move such as Block or Mean Look, which will actually stop it from fleeing away every single time. I think that's a good strategy for anyone who's trying to catch it. It fled away again, so I guess I need to search it again. This time I might actually try and use Super Fang on it and reduce it to half health. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 turns I will be able to actually catch it. See you guys soon. Alright, so this time you can see that it is in Route 205. So let me just go ahead and actually put up a repel, and we can go through the grass. I'm hoping to actually encounter it this time. I will just go ahead and save up my game as well, and we can go ahead. Alright, so finally I was able to find it right over here. This time I've gone ahead and actually moved my Garchomp into the beginning of my team. It does have Crunch, so it should be able to bring down the Misprit to half health. Now Misprit is gonna be at level 70, so my level 50 Garchomp can't actually one-shot it. So that's the reason why I'm having it right over here. Of course, it did flee after this. I mean, this is the main reason why I was saying we do need to have a Pokemon with either Mean Look or Block. So let me just go ahead and actually find it again. Alright, so I did find it, but unfortunately I forgot to hit the record button in my excitement, and I actually don't have it. But right over here I did record this part, so I've actually kept my Sudowoodo in the beginning of my team. It does have the move Block, so as long as it is able to keep Misprit over here at least for one move, we can actually go ahead and actually catch it. Alright, since it did take me down, let me go ahead and bring out my Ponsorisu. I will try and bring down its health as much as possible without knocking it down. It is recommended to have a Pokemon with the move False Swipe as well as Mean Look. Maybe a Scyther or a Crobat. So that would actually be really helpful for this. But in my turn, I just went ahead with my Ponsorisu as it had Super Fang, and that's a really good move. It did run away again, so let me just go ahead and actually save my game and find it again. At this point, I did decide that it would be better to actually go ahead and go to Sanjim town. I was surprised to see Lucas over here, and he is pointing out that we need to go ahead and talk to the elder of Celestic town. So let me just go ahead and do that. In the meantime, if I see Misprit in the same route as me, I will just go ahead and try to encounter it. Alright, so now I'm going to Celestic town. We need to actually go to that old house of Cynthia's grandmother to talk to her. So let me go over there. And we are here. Let me go ahead and talk to her. Well, hello. You look well. I did some research on my own since that spot of trouble last time. Mount Coronet acting up had made me very concerned too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine, a book. It's quite old, see for yourself. It reads, Dialga, the guardian Pokemon of time. It seems that there were two Pokemons in ancient Sinnoh. They respectively stood as symbols of time and spatial dimensions. Alright, so now if we go ahead and check our Pokédex, we will be having Dialga's Pokédex entry data over there. So this is the only way to actually get that data recorded unless you do some trading with your friends to get that Pokemon. Now, I did go ahead and again read this book right here. So this is actually the book that she found in the shrine. And let me go ahead to my Pokédex and we can actually see that there is Dialga's data right over here. Alright, so we do have Misprit's data as well, even though we haven't actually caught it. Alright, so I did decide that before I go ahead and catch Misprit, I did want to go to Valor Lakefront and talk to this one trainer right over here who said that we need to talk to him once we become the champion. Now he is gonna be actually battling us, so let me just go ahead and save my game. He will have a full team of Pokemon as well. I've gone ahead and moved my team members back. You might remember I did have Sudowoodo, so I had to switch him out. Now let me go ahead and talk to him. The name's Morimoto. I've been waiting for a strong trainer like you to come find me. If you have got faith in your own skills, care to join me in a match? And yes, we are going to be actually battling him. Now let me see if I can win against him in the very first try. Alright, so with 6 Pokemons, he will actually have a Spiritomb in the beginning of his team. Now I've gone ahead and actually moved my Roserade in the beginning as well. I will just go ahead and use Grass Knot and we should be able to take down the Spiritomb. And here we go. Alright, so it did take down the half of health, but unfortunately the Spiritomb did have a Citrus Berry. Alright, now I don't think we'll be able to actually one-shot it from this range. So we might have to use the move twice to actually take it down. Thankfully I did actually dodge the first Shadow Ball. Over here it did go ahead and use Destiny Bond, so I can't actually use the same move again unless my Roserade will be going down as well. So let me just go ahead and use Toxic. That should be able to take care of the Spiritomb. Alright. It did use Shadow Ball right over here and I had to actually take some damage. Alright, my special defense is also down, but I don't have to really worry about it. Now this is really surprising. I mean, it is literally holding on in 1 HP. I thought it will be going down in this turn. Anyway, let me go ahead and actually swap out my Pokemon. I'll just go to my Houndoom and it should be able to take down the Spiritomb. Alright, Spiritomb did go ahead and use another Shadow Ball. I was worried that it might crit and take down my Roserade. So that's the reason why I decided to switch right over there. In this turn, the poison did take it down, so we are good. Now let us see which Pokemon he will be bringing out. Alright, so we have gained a lot of EXP. And he's going to be bringing out his Flareon. Alright, let me go ahead and switch out to my Empoleon. It should be able to take down this Flareon. Now all I'm hoping is that Flareon does not take me down before I will be able to take it down. It does know some really good fire moves and it might actually make some good damage. I did go ahead and select Scald right over here. Oh, alright, this is amazing. It did use superpower on me, but thankfully my Empoleon was able to hold on in 1 HP. And let's see if we can actually take down this Flareon right over here. Yes, we do. Awesome. That is 2 Pokemons down and I think 4 more to go. I'm really excited. This has been really good till now. Let us hope that the rest of the team can also get a chance to actually battle. He is going to be bringing out his Hippowdon right over here, so I need to actually switch out. My Empoleon is actually at 1 HP and it won't be able to take down the Hippowdon. Let me go ahead and actually switch out to my Roserade. I can go ahead and actually use Giga Drain and try to get my health back. Now this Hippowdon does have Sandstream, but I don't think it's that much of an issue. Let me go ahead and actually select Giga Drain right over here and see how much damage we do. Alright, almost took it down. That's okay. Now let us see which move Hippowdon will be using. And it did go for Earthquake. Thankfully, my Roserade is at full health, so I didn't have to worry much. This turn, let me also go ahead and again use Giga Drain and I should be able to take down this Hippowdon. I do see that this trainer is not going to be actually using full restores or hyper potions to heal his Pokemon, so that is one good thing. Alright, so that is 3 Pokemons down and this is awesome. I'm really excited. Let us see which Pokemon he is going to be bringing out next. Alright, I'm hoping that the sandstorm will actually settle down soon. He is going to be bringing out his Vaporeon. So let me go ahead and bring out my Pachirisu. Now Vaporeon does have a lot of special defense. I don't think my Pachirisu can take it down easily. But let me go ahead and try. Of course, if it doesn't work, I can always go back to my Roserade. Alright, so let me go ahead and use Thunderbolt this turn. Oh, it didn't even do half of its health. And it's gonna be using Hydro Pump. Okay, I was worried that my Pachirisu would be taken down in one hit, but not. I'm not gonna be healing it. I'll just go ahead and use Thunder this turn. And let's see how much damage that does. If my Pachirisu does go down, I'll just go ahead and switch out to my Roserade. Alright, so half of the health down, so this should be good. Oh, amazing. I mean, it did paralyze it, so that's also another good thing. Thankfully, it got fully paralyzed this turn, so I will be able to hit another attack before I go down. Now, I was thinking that Thunder might not actually hit it this turn, so I just went ahead and used Super Fang. But luckily, he did go ahead and switch out his Vaporeon to his Jolteon. This was really a lucky move for me. I will be able to take it to half health before it takes me down. I do know that Jolteon is going to be quite faster than me, so I won't be able to actually attack it this turn. Now it did use Shadow Ball right over here and took down my Pachirisu. Unfortunately, I won't be able to actually use my Empoleon either. And since I don't really have any ground type Pokemon, so let me just go ahead and switch out to my Houndoom. And here comes my Houndoom. I'm only hoping that it doesn't take me down before I get a chance to use my moves. Let me go ahead and use Foul Play. Oof, almost took me down. Thankfully, my Houndoom was able to hold in there and use Foul Play. Of course, the Jolteon also stays up. Now, I did decide that I should go ahead and actually heal up one of my Pokemons. So I just went ahead and used a full restore right over here. But in the last minute, I did decide that I should use it on my Empoleon instead of the Houndoom. So this turn, my Houndoom will be actually going down. But at least I will be having Empoleon at full health. Of course, it is a bit tough since most of my Pokemons are at very low health and I can't really use them without healing them up. Over here, unfortunately, he went ahead and used Volt Switch, which is where he can also switch out his Pokemons. Now let's see which Pokemon he's gonna be bringing out next. And it's gonna be his Ambipom. Alright. Let me go ahead and switch out to my Togekiss. I don't really want to use Frostlass or Empoleon right over here. Alright. Now let me go ahead and actually use Dazzling Gleam. I'm not really sure how much special defense Ambipom is going to be having, but I think it should do quite a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Ambipom did use Fake Out right over here and I couldn't really move. But this turn, let me go ahead and use it again. It does have Ice Punch and it almost took me down. But I also did a lot of damage with the help of Dazzling Gleam. Now this next turn it used Fling and again actually it flinched me. So I was not able to hit another move again. This Ambipom is quite annoying, I guess. It just tries to flinch you and stop you from hitting it. Now this turn it did take down my Togekiss. I really couldn't do anything. So let me just go ahead and actually switch out to my Frostlass this turn. Now I did decide to actually use Ice Beam in this turn and actually take down this Ambipom. Unfortunately it was a little bit faster than me, so it was able to hit me once before it went down. I had to actually take some damage. Alright. This Ice Beam should be able to take it down. Yes. Alright, so that is fourth Pokemon down. Alright, let's see which Pokemon he's going to be bringing out next. Alright, so he is going to be bringing out his Jolteon. I should be able to take this one down also, as it's also in a low health. Now let me go ahead and actually use Ice Beam again. That should be able to take down this Jolteon. I was a little bit worried that I would get paralyzed over here, but thankfully I was able to actually hit the Ice Beam. And there we go, the Jolteon is also down. It was a crit hit as well, so I guess that was also good. Let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. He does have one more Pokemon left. And he's gonna be bringing out his Vaporeon. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and actually bring out my Roserade this time. Let us see if we can actually take it down with the help of Roserade. I am thinking of using Giga Drain and see if I can actually take down this Vaporeon. After all, it is already paralyzed. Here we go. And we do take down the Vaporeon. Alright, so that is all the Pokemon. I don't think he has any Pokemon left, so I guess we have won this battle. Alright, so that was really tough. Most of my Pokemons did go down, but thankfully I was able to win it in one try itself. Alright, let's see what he gives. You're really strong, I should have known. Since you have managed to trance me, I guess you have earned yourself a reward. Alright, so he is gonna be giving us the Oval Charm. So Oval Charm is used mostly when you're actually trying to breed a Pokemon egg. You will be able to get more eggs this way. Now let me just go ahead and actually heal my Pokemons and we can go to the next place. I am planning to actually go ahead and catch Uxie and Azelf before I try to catch Misprit again. So let me go ahead and go over there. The very first one I think is gonna be here itself in Lake Valor. So let me make my way over there and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so let's go ahead and catch Azelf here in Valor Cave. I've already gone ahead and saved my game as well, just in case if something goes wrong. We can always go ahead and reset the game. Now I do have my Roserade in the beginning of my team. Let me go ahead and actually try using a quick ball right over here before we go ahead and switch up to Houndoom. Alright, let me just search it and here we are. Alright, let me see if we can actually catch it right over here. Oh, it's okay. We can go ahead and switch up my Roserade. I do want to bring out Houndoom, as Azulf is actually a psychic type Pokemon. Now once we bring it down to the right health, I will go ahead and use my Ultra Balls. I've also gone ahead and bought around 50 Ultra Balls as well, so it should be able to help us right over here. Alright, it did go ahead and use Psychic. Now let me go ahead and bring it down to the right health, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so finally I was able to catch Azulf. I think I used around 20 Ultra Balls and some 10 Timer Balls. It did take me a lot of time to actually catch it, but thankfully I was able to catch it within the Pokeballs I already had. Alright, since one is down, let us go ahead and actually go to Snow Point City. That's where the next Pokemon is gonna be. And I'm gonna be seeing you guys soon. Now before we move on to Snow Point City, I did want to mention that there is a TM for Thunder right over here. It is outside the Lake Valor, which I actually missed before. So I've just gone ahead and picked it up. Now I'll see you guys in Lake Activity. Alright, so I've gone ahead and saved my game. Let me go ahead and interact with Uxie right over here, and we can go ahead and catch it. Alright, finally I'm ready. Let us see if we can catch Uxie in a quick ball as well. So in the first turn, I'll just go ahead and try that. Awesome. Now I do have Ponsorisu in the beginning of my team. In case if I can't catch it with the quick ball, I'll go ahead and use Super Fang. And here we go. Let me search for my quick ball. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Alright. So I was able to catch it in the very first try. This is amazing. I mean, I was thinking that I might have to do the same thing what I did with Azulf, but this was quite easy. Let me go ahead and actually find Misprit now, and we can actually try and catch it. I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so finally I was able to find Misprit in the same route as I was, and I've gone ahead and used Sudowoodo again. This time let me go ahead and switch up. I'll use my Ponsorisu. Let us hope we can actually catch it in this turn and it doesn't flee before I catch it. Alright, let me go ahead and use my Ultra Balls. 2, 3. Yes. Awesome. This was quite easy. I mean, Misprit was down to a few health and it also was paralyzed, so it was quite easy to catch it. Amazing. Now that we have our Pokédex completely filled, we can actually go ahead and go back to Sanjim Town and talk to Professor Rowan. He should be able to upgrade our Pokédex to National Dex. I'll see you guys soon in Sanjim Town. Alright, so I'm quite excited. Let's go ahead and talk to Professor Rowan. Dash, you've come to show me your progress. So we have seen 151 Pokemons. Bravo, Dash. You have recorded all the Pokemon of Sinnoh in your Pokédex. This will help immeasurably with my studies on Pokemon evolutions. And it's quite a surprise to see Professor Oak. Greetings, Professor Rowan. It's been a very long time. I tell you, Sinnoh certainly is a long trip from Kanto. Of course, if it means meeting new Pokemon, there's no distance too great for the likes of us to travel. Oh, if it isn't my old colleague Professor Oak. I should have expected as much from the world's authority on Pokemon. We always used to joke, where there are Pokemon, you'll find Oak. It's good to see that hasn't changed one bit. Professor Oak, let me introduce you to my young assistant. This youngster has filled every page of the Sinnoh Pokédex for me. Well, very glad to meet you. As you have heard, my name is Oak. I've been hearing a great deal about you from Professor Rowan lately. He's been exuberant in praise about a fantastic young trainer. I see that you live up to. No, that you have surpassed his praise. You've also got an impeccable sense of timing. You see, I have an errand to run for Professor Rowan on my visit here. He had asked me to bring the data for National Pokédex. So, since you're here, let me upgrade your Pokédex with the National mode. After all, there are many kinds of Pokemon in this world of ours. Alright, so that is how you get your Pokédex upgraded. I'm afraid it won't be easy to complete the National Pokédex. However, I'm sure you will be making an honest attempt at it. Have no fear. Dash will get the job done. By the way, Professor Oak, what compelled you to come here? Ah, yes. I've heard that Romanus Park is now open. If I remember correctly, it is at the end of Route 221. Romanus Park has a special system that attracts every imaginable kind of Pokemon from every region. I've come to make certain that the system is operating properly. Dash, you should make an effort to visit Romanus Park too. Oops, I'll be late for my meeting if I don't get going. Okay, it was a pleasure seeing both of you. Bye now. Off he goes, as busy as ever. Now, Dash, I have a gift here as your reward for completing the Sinnoh Pokédex. And finally, we get the Pokéradar. Awesome. That's a Pokemon radar, or just Pokéradar for short. Use it and it will indicate grass patches where Pokemon are lurking. I had prepared that to help my field assistants put together the Sinnoh decks. But you took care of that. I'm sure it will be useful for your goal of filling the National Pokédex. Awesome, so we have completed not only filling our Pokédex but also getting the National Pokédex as well. Now that we have received the Pokéradar, let me go ahead and actually equip it into my shortcut. Let me go ahead and register it to the right one. That will be quite easy. Now that we have got everything here, let us go ahead and go out of the lab. Alright, it seems like we have another cutscene right over here. And it's Rourke. Hi there, it's been a while. When I heard that you had defeated the Elite Four and entered the Hall of Fame, I rushed straight here to congratulate you. I mean it, great job. All the other gym leaders are really happy for you too. But you know, we gym leaders aren't going to take this lying down. Losing to you was tough on all of us, yet we still have a pride as Sinnoh's 8 gym leaders. Now we are all determined to beat you this time. So if you don't mind, could you give us all another chance with the Pokemon battle? We'll each be waiting for you at our own gyms. You know where to find me, Bug Gym. Alright, so we do have a chance to also battle all of the gym leaders. Hey Dash, have you ever seen my kid sister? Yes. So we actually need to go ahead and talk to his kid sister to go ahead and trigger some of the other events as well. Let me go ahead and talk to her over here. So she is going to be telling us that there is a massive Pokemon breakout. So this is how you get to know the different kind of Pokemons that are rarely appearing in a particular route. For example, if I go to my menu, it will actually tell that there is a lot of Natus in Route 224. So that's a really nice thing. So now I think the next thing we should do is just go to Route 224 and try to catch the Natus. First of all, let me just go ahead and go to the Pokemon League and we can go from there. It is quite near. We will actually be able to see this route if you come to the right side over here. So you can see the road down over there. That's where we will have to go. All we need to do is go down this waterfalls and enter the Victory Road. Now you might remember that there was an NPC who was blocking a certain cave entrance. So he would actually have moved out. So we can go ahead and go through that. Alright, so now that we are down the waterfalls, let me go ahead and enter the Victory Road. And we can go ahead. Alright, so let us go ahead and cross this bridge. And we actually need to use rock climb right over here. You can see that the entrance of the cave is now empty. As you can see right next to that trainer, we do have another stairs, and that's how you come to this area. So here we have a bottle of zinc that we didn't pick up last time. Now I will be exploring this cave in the very next video. As I'm ending this video over here, thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.